Hi, welcome back to Rohrich Knows Podcast, helping you become a better and educated you. You know, I intermittently talk about role models and famous people and just to get a feel of who and what they are, but also, you know, what they may have had done or not had done. So today, let's talk about Melania Trump. She's a true, really, I think, an incredible, elegant, beautiful woman, intelligent, and I think a role model. So let's take a look. And obviously, Melania is, the former First Lady, and again, to be the First Lady of the United States. And she really embodies beauty, intelligence, and elegance. And her journeys from Slovenia to global prominence, I think, is an inspiring story for all women worldwide. And I think that's really amazing. So let's just go from the time when she came to the U.S., from then to now, and see what that journey has been. You know, she was born in 1970 in Slovenia, and then she began modeling in her teens, working with top designers, and she's gained international recognition for her poise and beauty. And of course, what brought her to the national arena is when she was in New York and she met a guy named Donald Trump in 1998 at a New York Fashion Week. And then they actually courted and got married in 2005 in New York. And of course, that began her balance of her public responsibilities and private life, and truly, I think, grace under scrutiny. And I think that's really amazing. And her role as First Lady was truly, I think, amazing. She launched Be Best to promote children's well-being and online safety. And she's always been known for her classy, iconic, and sophisticated style. And she really demonstrated that poise and elegance during her time in the White House. And I can see that in how she dresses, how she acts, and how she talks. And I think she's fluent in 6 languages. It's just amazing. So, but it comes down to, she's elegant and she's aged gracefully and beautifully. And the question comes up, what has she had? Has she had anything done? That's always questioned and asked. And here you have an early photo of her. And then when you have a close-up of her in the 90s, and it looks like, she's probably had at least, I think a rhinoplasty and maybe some fillers in her cheeks and her lips. And I think that, those are all speculative, enhancements. And I think the biggest thing is she's really taking great care of her skin with excellent skin care, perhaps laser resurfacing, advanced skincare treatments, including things like retinols and vitamin C, antioxidants. All these things I think she has done beautifully to maintain her elegance and beauty. And I think it's been helped also with neuromodulators and Botox. You can see in her most recent photos that she's got, beautiful shaping of her eyes and face. So in addition to her speculative refinement of her nose with the rhinoplasty, she's had, lip filler, it looks like, and perhaps cheek filler. And I think she's added the elegance of facelift finesse as well. That really gives her a balance of beauty, through her, her natural elegance and really maintaining her skin and shape and tone. I think those are all the things that I think really demonstrate, her beauty and elegance. And it's really not overdone. It's just beautiful and elegant. And I think that's really what I think has combined her beauty and intelligence and her inner strength with being a role model for women. And she's navigated this beautifully with grace and elegance. So I think she serves as a great, beautiful role model that embraces her unique qualities of beauty and really has been a spokesperson and a role model, I think, for women. And she's done that very elegantly, and certainly not only in her skincare and her procedures that she's had done, but she's basically a class act. And I think that's really what I would say about Melania Trump is that she's truly beautiful, elegant, and she's a class act. And I think that's something that people can admire, and certainly is an amazing role model for women. And we're so proud to have her again as the First Lady of the United States. So please give me your comments, give me your thoughts. We'd love to talk about it, and DM me, and we can talk more about role models for women. And I think that Melania is certainly that, and really has stood out as being a leader for that and so much more. So until next time, stay informed, stay educated, and enjoy.